Yeah, that's us live.
Welcome back to the next big pod, the 12th edition. And as you can see, Shep's not here because he went on the rampage earlier on and he's got the suffragettes fucking at his door ready to kick his windies in. Tonight we've got Andy Pops, he's back, the Tory bastard Alex, Sam, and Carl will be on at some point. He's cooking his mom's dinner.
Yeah,
So,
that's live.
mint it. I'll need fucking.
Welcome back to the next big pod.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Bastard. Right. Right, I was going to start with the golf game, right, but we've got a bit of fucking debate for that, right? So we're going to start off with Cleverly versus Tarmacker. It's obviously been discussed in other podcasts, but we need to fucking talk about it ourselves. I obviously picked Cleverly. I was probably kind of trying to rep my Celtic bra flag, you know, but I thought it was a decent fight. I thought Cleverly done a lot better than we all expected him. I mean, like with the Garcia's trainer, I thought that maybe it would be just the same as like the Bellew fight, but he done well. I know people kind of try and make out as if he's like some sort of boxer, but every time I kind of watch him, he gets dragged into some sort of fucking war. No matter who it is against, it could be the worst fighter on earth. He just ends up getting dragged into a fight that's not his. But Alex, how did you think of the fight?
Yeah, it was a good little fight, wasn't it? I mean, the thing with Cleverly, as you say, like you say, he only seems to know how to fight that one single way, which is a bit strange for him because obviously he doesn't have the dig to really fight like that. You expect to fight such a volume puncher to have, at least the power to back it up, and he's obviously got the chin. I think that he's proven that against Fonfara. I mean, Kovalev might have shown that, obviously blasted him out in 4 rounds, but I think that's just a bit of an indicator that how fucking strong and how much of a killer Kovalev is, I think, Fonfara himself. He's got a solid dig. We saw him knock down Chavez, and Chavez himself's got a fucking good chin. He beat Chavez up, and that was just a fantastic win and a fantastic fight. It's up there with Maidana beating the shit out of Broner for me. I thought Cleverly, he did very well. Obviously, he thought that, he's going to do what he does best and throw about 1,000,000 punches and try and outwork Fonfara. And, in the early rounds, he was doing that. He was really putting the pressure on him. Fonfara, to his credit, again, he fought in a very similar way, just 3 more punches back. And ultimately, he's the one that had the power and he's the one that hurt Cleverly more. And eventually, he smashed Clev's nose in, and that it all started going downhill from there. Obviously, you can't breathe properly, you can't focus properly, you're breathing with your mouth open. When you start breathing with your mouth open, you're getting a lot more susceptible to shots, to more damaging shots. Your jaw's hanging low. That means, you're going to take more any hits you get on the chin are even more damaging to you. And he's obviously got, he's choking on his own blood, for fuck's sake. The psychotic nature of what Clever was doing was, impressive to watch. I mean, he was fucking snarling at him with blood pissing down his face. It was fantastic to watch, but, ultimately it didn't win him the fight. It was a good little fight. I'm surprised that you liked it, Brian. I was saying this before, it just, to me, seemed like 2 fucking roasters winging punches and wimmerling for 12 rounds, but no real nuance, no real defence in there, just fucking going for it. But I enjoy it.
I just think that we'll go on to like the undercard fight after this, but I didn't think the 2 fights were similar at all. With the likes of like Clever, and see, as much as they were missing a lot, but they were throwing a lot as well, and that's what I was going to ask. Like, Sam, are you there?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Right. Everybody knows I'm a massive Floyd fan, right? And see, when I heard the press pass turn around and said that there was like over 1,000 punches each through for each fighter.
Yeah,
I was fucking quite shocked, right? Because I've kind of got into the fashion of like 30 odd punches a round is fucking perfect. And see, when I heard that was fucking insane. And that was probably why.
1,400, I think. 1,400 from Fonfara and about 1,100 from Claire.
That's just madness. I mean, I like to fight. I like to fight because it wasn't just basically they were throwing just punches anywhere, but quite often they were landing. And as with the undercard fight, man, that was fucking terrible, right? And there was 2 totally different fights. I know that people turn around and say, "Oh, it was just 2 people that stand in the middle." It wasn't. It was 2 totally different. So I was kind of shocked at the amount of punches it was through. What's your opinion? Cleverly, I thought see, with regards to the fact that the belt holders are that better than everybody else, I think there's still something left in them. Not to win a belt, but maybe to win one of these shitey belts.
Well, we were saying last week, weren't we, that if he was going over there instead of taking the Bramer fight, it was purely for money and he's not motivated. But that fight that he did, that the way he fought, he must still have something in him, because he got the shit beat out of him and he was still coming forward, still liking it, sticking his tongue out and bolo punching. And against anyone else, I'd give him a big chance against Bramer, because he's not exactly that great. But like Alex said, it just showed the golfing class between Kovalev and everyone else in that division, because Fonfara gives Stevenson hell for a little while. There's no way Fonfara could stand there with Kovalev doing that, because he would get banged out quick. It was quite a good fight, actually, back and forth, loads of punches being thrown. It wasn't the most technical skill you're ever going to see, is it? It wasn't like watching Floyd or something, or Golovkin, for example, but it was a good fight, interesting to watch.
No, but I like the fact that they were switching up. They were going to the head, but they were also going to the body quite often, and a lot of the punches were connecting. And I'm always one that will turn around and say I don't like these sort of fights, because I just feel as if most of the time fights like that just descend into they're just trying to hit any part of the body. There's no fucking structure or nothing. It's just basically if I fucking punch you in the shoulder, it's a punch. But these people, the two of them were picking their punches. As much as they were kind of missing because they were throwing so many, they were still picking their punches, and some of the punches were fucking nice. I mean, Cleverly's not the biggest puncher, but at the same time, he was wrong. It was wrong for Farah's head back, and Fonfara was not that I appreciate getting punched, but you see him, he was nodding. Andy, you there? Or are you fucking selling a 99er?
I'm here, mate. I'm here.
Did you see the fight? Aye.
I watched it on Saturday morning. It was Friday night, wasn't it? I watched it on Saturday morning. I quite agree with what Sam was saying there. That it does really show the kind of the gulf and levels between the rest of the division and Cover, especially. Do you know what I mean? Because as Sam was saying, you couldn't stand there and trade blow for blow like that against Kovalev, because it would just bomb you out. And I thought it was a decent fight. I seen a lot of people saying it was fight of the year. I wouldn't go that far. I thought Cleverly showed that. I thought the first 3 rounds, I thought Cleverly looked really good. I thought he was kind of the better man in the fight. And then I think it was the fourth onwards. He just, I don't know, it was the same as the Bellew fight. To me, he just seemed to kind of gas, and the two of them were standing kind of, it was early on, it was at the start of the fourth or the fifth, the two of them were standing in the middle of the ring, just basically holding on to each other, heads in against each other and just dropping uppercuts. And I thought if them going back down it would have a bit more of an engine, but it didn't really seem to be the case. But I think he's still got a lot to offer.
Hi guys.
No, is that Aisha?
How do you do this?
Brian, could you hear me when I was speaking here?
I can hear you fine, aye. It's just that I'm pretty sure I can hear Aisha in the background.
Oh no, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Team can.
Right, yeah, Team Can always. How are you guys?
Not bad.
Yeah. So anyway, Carl told me to call up because some issues on Twitter today.
Oh, are you here to back up Michelle Phelps, Aisha?
Yeah, Team Fight fan.
Yeah. Team Bikini.
Yes, that's the one. No, I just think it's all gone a bit out of hand on Twitter. There's so much drama all the time. I think everybody's always picking on her, and it's just let her be. Like, Michelle works really, really, really hard.
I said this earlier on. So does Jeff No Quotes Powell. So does Kevin Mitchell, and every cunt slates them because they're ugly blokes. If they walk round with a nice pair of tits and a bikini, everyone would be like, "Oh, want to go for Nando's, Jeff?" It's the same
language, Sam. There's ladies present.
Fuck Nando's.
No, I think you guys pick on, not you guys, but I think generally people pick on her a lot more.
Coogan gets shit
all
every
because
day.
of her looks,
When
but
White Knight's him.
yeah, that's true. He does, but no, but I don't know. I think No, I just feel sorry for her, to be honest, because I've seen her work really, really hard, and everybody thinks it's not her fault the way she looks. She's a really good-looking girl, and that's not her fault. And everybody's picking on that about her, that she's using her looks to get where she is, but she hasn't. She's worked her arse off. And we've seen it out there. When I've been to twice to Vegas this year, and I've seen her work really, really hard. So, and people don't get to see that. She's always busy trying to, interviewing and stuff. It's not like she's interviewing people in a bikini. And what she does in her private life is a private life. I don't know why everyone's bringing that up. Like, it's nothing to do with her. That's
Well,
why
I was basically sticking up for her earlier on because I have to go through the same shit every day that people just kind of pick on me because of the way I look, and I just feel as if I can't help the fact that I'm tidy. Just blame my mum and dad for that. They were the ones that shagged and made me.
No, Brian, you're just a bully on Twitter.
Who, eh?
Huh? You are. You're just a bully on Twitter. You bully everybody.
I was sticking up for her earlier on.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised.
But I can see both ways with this though.
But I like
I do think that I do believe that she kind of uses her looks, but at the same time, if you've got to use it, and I think she does get a bit ratty if people bring that up to her, and
because you can't help the way you look.
well, of course not, but at the same time, that she should. Fuck knows. I don't want to say it. In fact, fuck it. I will say it. Who gives a fuck? It's my podcast. I was going I think she's basically got further than she would have normally because of her looks, and I personally don't have a fucking problem with that. If that works for her, that works for her. I don't really give a fuck. But at the same time, don't take it personal when people use that as a reason to fucking attack you. Just tell me fuck off.
Yeah, it's best to ignore everyone.
I mean, see if I was that tidy, right? See if I was that burnt, that tidy with that sort of body, I'd be walking about with my tits out 24/7. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, she doesn't do that, so I don't know why everyone's got.
I mean, I've met her when I was over seeing Floyd when we were sitting in the TMT gym, and she's an alright lassie, and I was shouting to her Ashley and Ishii, come on and fucking speak to Michelle. She's an alright wee lassie, and I got her interviews and all that, but that's as far as I took it. No, TMT.
TMT. Team Con.
Oh, we don't mind get started, we can.
Yeah, okay.
See, my issue with it is that she's just not very good.
Yeah, but that's... Yeah.
I don't think that anything she does is insightful. I don't think it really, brings much more to the sport than what Coogan's doing. I don't think anything that I've seen of hers in any way is enlightened me. And, I'll give her pelters for it, just like I give Paul Smith a slagging, just like I give fucking Carl Froch a slagging. But just because she's a woman, it makes it sexist, and I don't believe that whatsoever.
I said earlier on that my problem is that I do think that...
Well, don't follow her then, isn't it?
What's that?
Oh, sorry. I said, some people giving her grief, don't follow her then on Twitter, just unfollow her.
Fuck that, man. I follow loads of people I hate. There's no point in being on Twitter and following everybody you like. Then fucking life would be boring, but...
Exactly, I follow Brian all the time, and I fucking hate her.
But I just said earlier on, I don't particularly like her videos. I don't think she really kind of asks impertinent questions, and she... the odd time, mate, I've said to Coogan before, I was I just feel as if you don't follow up questions but with regards to Cal Frampton, he'll get a question answered, he'll not like it, and he'll follow on that. I don't believe that Michelle ever does that. And I said I think it was Press Pass, I was if you want to go and see proper interviewing, go and listen to the Boxing Voices interviews, because some of them on the Boxing Voice, as much as I don't agree with the podcast anymore, their interviews are fucking excellent. They refuse to take any bullshit. And Nez will fucking just get torn right in, whoever he's interviewing. And I like that. I don't like this friendly, we're just here, we're all best of pals. Fuck that, man. Just get fucking right in about them. If you're on steroids, fucking ask them about it. Don't pussyfoot about here because you want to lose your press pass.
Exactly. It seems like an excuse to be friends with boxers, be friends with... in that crowd, get free tickets, and if you're a journalist, you should be asking serious questions and pursuing serious lines of inquiry, not trying to be mates with everyone and trying to, have a nice friendly chat, and there's too much of that in the sport, and we take the piss out of fucking, our good friend Paul, first class boxing, for being press pass, but he's, he does his job fair enough, I suppose. And I'm just tired of these people that are literally just there for the press pass. They rehash, press releases. They just ask the same old questions in interviews to boxers. Do you think you're going to win? How was your training camp? Do you think you will get the knockout?
But the thing is, they might not get another interview with that boxer, so that's why they can't really push too hard certain questions.
Oh no, I understand that. It's the culture of it, isn't it? It's the culture that boxers can't deny people, and same with promoters. Promoters can just tell someone to fuck off if they say something bad, and that's wrong. But if enough journalists take the stance that, well, no, we're not just going to suck up to you and do what you tell us, then they'll get no promotion. It's basically what these guys are doing. These video bloggers, video journalists, and websites out there, they give free promotion to these events and things like that, and what they do in return is obviously they're being nice because they want that free ticket, and they're all
Alex. But see, like you're saying, people that run websites and video blogs, and people that are obviously the higher end of the scale, like Coogan, James, and Michelle Phelps. I prefer to watch and listen to their stuff, and I think I respect their opinion more than people like fucking Gareth A. Davis and fucking Jeff No Coats Powell and that Kevin Mitchell guy, because they're so out of touch with the sport and stuff that's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's problems with all of it, isn't it? Like you say, I mean, those guys are fucking idiots, and there's other people that just won't ask a serious question to save their lives. And that's the problem with boxing journalism as a whole, I think, that it's just that there's too many fucking idiots involved.
Basically, I don't fucking give a fuck about MD's opinion. I don't appreciate MD's opinion other than my own. So
you listen to about 20 podcasts.
I know, but that's so I can form my own opinion and call them all cunts.
Steal opinions and.
Aye, but every one of them are wrong other than my own. But I'm going to move on for this because Phelps is taking too much time and I'm getting a hard on.
Team Bikini, Team Phelps, Shep's a nasty man.
Team Taipan.
So you want to kind of mention Khan before we let you go?
Team Khan.
Aisha, see before you go, have you cleared that you're phoning in here with Kurt? Because he'll be very upset with you.
Fuck that GGG here. Fuck you, Kurt. If you're watching right now, fuck you. I'm coming after you, motherfucker.
Kurt, Brian does not represent the thoughts of other members of the Next Big Pod panel.
No, boxing aside, will always be my number one. You guys are second best.
Oh!
Get her off, Alex. Get her off. Right, we're going to fuck it. Right, that's us. We're going to go.
I love you, Brian. See ya.
Right. I'll
Yes, we're calling in.
Cheers. Right. Oh, a first call. Get it right up, yeah. Right. Well, we're spoken about fucking the tarmacer, right? I only want to briefly go into that fight, right, because I must be in an absolute minority. Kamida v Kono, I thought it was fucking garbage, right, and I turned it off after 6 rounds. It was dirty as fuck. They were two wee pussy bastards that were not even low blows. They're kidding on, they're getting punched in the fucking minge. The two of them were just cheating all the time in there. I fucking hated it, and I don't understand where people are turning around and saying these two fights were fights of the year. No, it wasn't. There was no comparison between the two of them. That fucking Chinese, the two Japanese boys, it was fucking garbage, man. Absolute fucking garbage. So you can all wade in this.
I've still not seen all of it.
Oh, it's fucking dreadful, man.
I've heard a lot of people saying it's good, so.
Sam, did you see it?
No, I've seen the highlights, but I didn't see much of it. To be fair, it didn't look great from the highlight reels. So I'm watching the full fight.
I purposely kept it back on my Sky to go back and watch it, and I got up early this morning before going to work. I was like, I'll sit and watch this, and it was just fucking brutal trying to get through this. The referee was abysmal and all. It just didn't get a handle on anything, and it looked like a homosexual. And just even trying to talk about this fight, it's just kind of putting me in a right downer. Andy, did you see this?
No, mate, I'm going to be the third one that's not seen it as well.
Well, see this fight epitomises everything about why Rocco is a casual, because he wouldn't watch this because it was that fucking shite, and so and having to watch these fights probably makes me want to be a casual, but well, no cunt's watched it other than me, and I'm probably the one person who don't even like the fights, and I had to watch it, but ram it. Right, I'm going to come back to Golovkin that right, because there is a big debate on this. Right, I'm going to go to the card that I didn't even. I watched maybe 3 minutes of this card, right, because as I keep telling everyone, if a card's shite, I'm not going to watch it. I don't care if I'm doing the #1 podcast in the world and I've been on IFL TV and I'm fucking majorly known worldwide. I'm still not going to watch these cards because I don't really care. So, Alex, did you watch this Birmingham card?
I watched bits of it. I watched the fucking Macklin World 1 fight, and I watched half of Callier fight before I fell asleep. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to summarise the Birmingham card for me. I mean, other people will have reviewed it and said it's shite, and it was shite. The whole Macklin fight was, it was half competitive, mostly because Macklin's shit, and he's absolutely shot now, and struggling with area level fucking Jason Wellborn is a massive indicator that he either needs to go right back down to the level he was fighting, a fight ago, against absolute wasters and pretending that he's still relevant, or he packs it in, and unless he wants to try it and go for even British level, I think would be a step too much for him, and Brian Rose would beat him. European level, guys would beat him there. World level, gets knocked out. And it's embarrassing to see Sky. I think it's a travesty, in fact, to see Sky fucking hyping him up and pretending that he's still got it, and he's still got one last big performance in the tank, and that he can push forward for world title aspirations. And it was just a bad night for him, and all of his mates, fucking Paul Smith saying this and that. And to be fair, Jamie Moore was a bit critical of it. He was saying, Macklin will ask himself some serious questions, but Paul Smith talking shite, shocker.
What was the commentating like? I'm going to imagine that basically Watt and Holland were trying to make this out as if it was a world class performance.
Oh, it was Halling and Smith on the commentary.
Adam Smith?
No, Paul Smith.
Oh, fucking fat smigger,
Yeah.
Fucking canteen.
We'll go on and eat all the fucking pies, Smith.
You fat bastard.
RJK.
Go.
He had the fucking fight in the 9th round a shutout to Macklin when it was anything but. I thought Wellborn won at least 3 or 4 rounds in total. It was a very close fight. Yeah, Halling was doing his usual fucking patter of, this is great performance from Macklin, great shots from Macklin, amazing body work, usual shot. Every time Macklin took a shot, it was either ignored or it would be, that's a nice left hand from Wellborn there, but Macklin takes it really well. It's just full of absolute shite. They're, talking up Macklin as if he's doing really well, despite the fact that he should have knocked this guy out. Fucking Liam Smith sparked this guy. Frankie Gavin knocked this guy out. Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Frankie fucking Gavin.
Fun time Frankie stopped this man.
Forehead Franco. Sam, you seen this?
I seen the Macklin fight, and I was shocked how good he looked on this. Good he looked on the night.
He did. I seen pictures of him, and he fucking looked absolutely fine.
Yeah, but he must be on a cocaine diet. So.
Well, aren't we all?
Well, yeah. Well, we know he is. But he looked fucking absolutely gash. He was terrible. He needs to jack it in. Like, what is the point of him carrying on? If he watches the fight back and he thinks anything like I can fight for a world title, then he needs to get his head examined. And he's taking too many shots over his career, because that was abysmal. Going life and death with Jason fucking Wellborn, who Frankie Gavin knocked out, is beyond a joke, really, isn't it? If you fought he has fought at world level, and now you're fighting like that at a weight below what you're supposed to be fighting at, what are you even doing? Just retire. You've got a cushy little job with Sky. You got your drugs smuggling business in Marbella. Just knock it on the head. And,
I'll take it out to that pure, please.
Yeah, just carry on peddling.
Fuck's sake.
Stop fighting. Your brother's a joke. Some of the stuff he was saying in the corner, like, he's abysmal. I seen someone put on Twitter, brotherly love. Sheamus is feeling every punch Matthew's taken. It's like, fuck's sake. Why would anyone want to be trained by his brother?
See yesterday on Twitter when I seen like people like, tweeting like Macklin saying, "Oh, I don't know where the criticism's coming from. That was a fucking hard fight. You done well." And I was like, the criticism is coming because all he's done for the last few years is shit on every other UK opponent. Made out that he was in a higher level. He wasn't bothered about the fights with him, and he's just went life and death with an area level titleist, and still talking about going for world titles. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, there needs to be some sort of bit of realism here that you're no longer going to get to a world. The only way you get to a world title is somehow Hearn, Warren, fucking Smigs wee bra, and Macklin and MGM Marbella Jim somehow fucking come together to make that fight, which will not happen because Liam Smith trains in that gym as well. So explain to me, where's the world title coming from? Is him in that fucking bad way opponents that he's going to get him in for like Charlo or something?
Well, it was for a WBC bullshit.
See the thing, Brian,
so Floyd's belt.
He's still a name. So I mean, we've seen people being brought into the PBC by Heyman before. I'm not saying he's deserving. Obviously, he's not. I mean, I like him personally, but he was fucking terrible on Saturday. He did say before the fight in the interviews with fucking IFL TV that he should be going out and bombing this guy out. But when you've seen people going on to fucking PBC that are undeserving, I mean, look at fucking Wilder's last opponent, that Johan Doofhouse. Do you know what I mean? So it wouldn't be the realms of possibility for Matt Macklin to turn up on a PBC card for somebody like Charlo or something like that. I don't think that's out of the question at all.
He'd get his shit pushed in.
Aye, well, aye.
I mean, like
Dan
Venables asks, has MD actually went back down and weight and done well?
No, it's never a good thing, that really, is it? I mean,
did Kameda not just do that at the weekend as well and get beat? He did. He was at bantamweight, was he not? He was at bantamweight. That's what they said, and they came down to super flyweight to try and win a belt to be the first Japanese 4-weight world champion. And I mean, he's only 28. Fucking
he's
short
retired.
Yeah, but
he's retired.
Done by late 20s, early 30s, isn't they? They're fucked then.
Well,
because they're so young, don't they?
I'm trying to think. The only person I can think is just like the look remotely alright was Big Enzo. And it's not as if he was fighting at some great elite level.
Well, he went up as high as heavyweight for a few fights, didn't he? Just over the limit.
Other than Hall Venables, are you listening? There's one man that went up in weight and come back down and looked tremendous. We all know who that is, don't we?
Mr. IV Drip himself.
Mr. TBE Boom!
There's a few fighters.
TMT.
From the old days, they used to do it. Fucking, Henry Armstrong, he went up from, he was switching weights all the fucking time, defending his belts. You got fucking Anthony Mundine, actually, he's not a good fighter, but he started at a fucking super middleweight when he fought fucking Sven Otka.
So did Porter.
Yeah, I mean, well, he was a world champion, old fucking Mundine at the weight, and now he's down at light middleweight, isn't he? You got fucking, there's another one as well, I just forgot him. No, I just lost my mind.